Chris here from AV.technology. I'm here with Francesco, the boss of SpinetiX. And 20 years, congratulations.
Thank you, Chris.
So you were obviously the founder, you were there from the beginning. So tell me about, I guess, the origin story in a nutshell. What was the big idea for SpinetiX at the time back in 2006?
Yes, Chris. It's fun to think about the original idea. We were coming from an experience in video security, working on large infrastructures like metro, airports, and we have been lucky enough to sell our company to General Electric. And after this experience, after 2 years, we were missing the entrepreneur part of a business. And so I spin off with a team of 8 friends and colleagues and created SpinetiX. So the name SpinetiX is just spin-off. And we realized that there were more and more screens, and not every screen could have been used just to watch TV. And so we said, hey, someone will need to control the content on those screens. And that popped up the idea. We didn't know anything about digital signage. And I remember re-entering this industry, realizing that it was much different from security, which is a much more mature type of industry with RFP, with requirements, with mock-ups lasting months. So the customer knew exactly what they wanted. In digital signage, it was more fun, but many customers didn't know exactly what they wanted. So we have carved out our vision, starting with what we knew well, embedded devices, dedicated appliance, reliable software, security. And here we are after 20 years.
Back in those early years, it was a bit of a bun fight, as it were, to try to figure out who was going to own, I guess, the space, like the digital signage space. You had the screen guys wanting to own it. You then had all these kind of CMS players that were all trying to service it. You had the media player people, and it was a bit hard to tell who was going to be the sheriff in town. How did you survive those early years? Was it all about innovation? I guess you tell the story.
It's true. Digital signage is complex because it's at the cornerstone of many technologies. So it's hard to be good in everything. So many people have decided to specialize. Some on the hardware side, some on the software side. But I keep in mind a sentence who was explaining, if you want to be serious about software, you need to own your own hardware. And it's true that if your solution targets certain type of applications or infrastructure or customers, you need to guarantee reliability, security, performance, flexibility, support. And if you don't master all the pieces, it's much more difficult because you depend on others. And so as we are Swiss, we need to be in a niche. We need to be different from the others. So we decided the hard path of mastering all the elements of a solution, but the screens. So the screens, we are compatible with whatever it is. And I think it was the right choice because now we really see cybersecurity becoming a need for more and more customers and a real need. And so we realized that we are answering a demand on large infrastructures, corporate, large venues, stadium, conference centers. And these are exactly the type of customers we like because They understand our value, and we learn a lot from that.
Also, back in the early days, Francesco, it was hard to figure out who were the champions of digital signage. Like, was it IT department, marketing department? Like, who was? We had lots of screens and often lots of signs, but we had no content, and then it was a weird time. Like, where we settled into, who are the champions of digital signage, and I guess who are your main clients, and are they different personas?
You're right. In an organization, a customer, there are many stakeholders you need to convince. You have the IT that sees digital signage as a potential threat and additional work. So you need to convince them that they will be able to monitor, but they are not the one who trigger the purchase. So they are a gate that you need to go through. Those that trigger depends really on the customer. In manufacturing, we work a lot with the health and safety managers because they see the digital signage as a way to protect their teams. In other companies, it's marketing, it's internal communication. At the end, I think in some countries, why digital signage is understood well, in others not yet. So unfortunately, there is not a single way of doing it.
When you're dealing with the IT department, what is their single biggest concern? Because I'm imagining they see you as a bit of a problem that needs to be managed. That's potentially going to bite them in the bum. But yeah. What do they say?
So in many of our competitors, they are offering to customers the possibility to install a server application on a PC within the premise of the end customer. And that opens a lot of challenges to the IT department because maintenance, updates, scalability, all this is on their shoulders. We decided to opt for a different approach. We really take care and remove all these challenges from our customers because our infrastructure as a service is hosted on AWS, it's maintained by competent people, it's scalable by definition, by design, and so for the IT, that is really the answer. We take all the risk for them. Disaster recovery, data residency, where the data host, so that there are compliance. And we see our customer like this because they have a lot of challenges in their own business and they're happy to delegate that to us.
So looking to the future now, tell us a little bit about signage as a service.
Yeah, I think it's true that when we started SpinetiX, we were a full CapEx business model. So our customers were buying our media players, our software, and we were offering lifetime warranties, free support. This is not viable. It's not viable because we keep investing on our solution every day. Technologies are changing a lot. You need to have experts that keep up to date on all the security patches, on all the APIs, on all the protocols. And this is a necessary investment to keep the product live for a long time. Otherwise, there is a natural obsolescence happening. So, digital signage as a service is the perfect model because we are not leasing a software. We are keep improving a solution. And our customer, the one who trusts us, they are financing this continuous improvement and benefiting out of it. So I think it's really the right approach. Our customer understand it. And it's very exciting because, you always need to be the best. You always need to conquer your customer. It's like in wedding. It's not because you signed the contract that it's going to last forever. You need to fight every day. And this helps us to be competitive, to be on the edge, and we like to have demanding customer for this.
That's brilliant. Final question. And you mentioned APIs, and I guess being the Switzerland of signage. I'm sure I didn't make that up, first person to say that. How important is for you to play nicely in the AV playground, to be a good team player with other systems?
I mean, I repeat often this, alone you can go quicker, but together you can go far away. And I think, I mean, we need to be humble. We are just a small part of this industry. So opening the door through APIs, through open technologies to others, maybe scaring sometimes, because you have the impression you are sharing your added value, but in reality it's a necessity. You need to be open. You need to have and join technologies and protocols and standards. Otherwise you are isolated, and then you are not serving your customer correctly. So very important to be nice to everyone. That's anyway in every places, but in particular in a small industry like ours, being open to listen changes and to adopt changes is part of our job. If you don't evolve, you are dying. So.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on 20 years, richly deserved, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.